What's next for the president as you start to pack? I see you already started packing.
Oh yes, man, I'm out the door, you know. I mean, I have all my boxes packed and my handbag ready. What's next for me? People may have forgotten that I came out of retirement to do this job. I had been 18 months into retirement before I came here. And I had set up things for that retirement. I want to return to them. So, for example, in 2016, I had invested quite a bit of money in orchid stock in order to build my orchid garden. It has gone neglected over the past 5 years. So in May, I am going to set about re-establishing, building back the places for the hanging and the display of my orchids and so. I was doing some judicial and legal education and training. I'm returning to that, so I'm off to do a refresher course to rev up the brain, and hopefully in September, I will return to that. Being a single woman, no children, who always worked in a judiciary legal state where we always had long vacation, I have traveled extensively and I intend to continue doing so. So a friend of mine wants to go to Outer Mongolia and I am on it. So hopefully that's my next long trip. Yeah, not just Mongolia, Outer Mongolia, which sounds as weird as I have no. Well, apparently they have the world's deepest and darkest lake. I don't know why I would want to see that, but I am going. So that I want to return to being able to travel in my own time, and the population doesn't have to worry about how long the president is away from office. And people don't understand, the president has 60 days a year vacation. So that when you go and then you see the public crying about, you're gone again and you leave the country without understanding, it's 60 days vacation that the powers that be give to the president. But you never get to use them, right? So that I am back to traveling freely on my own time, wherever I want to go and stay for however long I wish to.
And with all the security around you too, that's part of the freedom, you think?
Oh, that's a great part of the freedom, because the thing about it is that with this job, you lose all of your privacy, so to speak. So that everybody has to know where's your dentist, how often you went, what you went to do, what the dentist look like, and freedom of movement. Because as president, you can't jump in your car and go anywhere driving, nor can you just get up all of a sudden and say, well, I feel to go to Maracas now. Because you now have to call and assemble a whole escort before you can go anywhere. Right? So that freedom of movement, being able to be spontaneous, and so is going to see a welcome return.
And joining the traffic too again?
Well, remember, I'm a retiree. I ain't going nowhere in traffic hours. I have nowhere to go for a time. Right? And I have never been one afraid of traffic. I always have my air condition on and I turn on my radio. I plug in my phone and I make a phone call and I spend all my time all talking while in the car. Traffic doesn't bother me, especially since I'm not working.